Today on our top 10 scary gaming, we have Resident Evil 7. In June 2017, Ethan Winters is drawn to a direct plantation in Doravie, Louisiana by a message from his wife Mia, who has been presumed dead since going around missing in 2014. He finds Mia imprisoned in the basement of a seemingly abandoned house, and she becomes violent and basically attacks him and everything, which is kind of messed up. That's that's all I have to say. That's number 10. Let's go on to number 9. Okay, next up at number 9 we have Layers of Fear. The untamed protagonist returns home from a court hearing after exploring his briefly empty house. He goes to his workshop to start working on his magnum opus. After he adds the first layer, he starts having hallucinations about his past encounters. The man was an ambitious young painter who used his painter's wife as a model for his paintings, which is kind of weird. Yeah, let's just go on to number 8. Okay, here at number 8 we have FNAF 4. The game starts with a minigame which shows a child who is locked in his bedroom with a plush toy, which he calls his only friend. After the player survives the first night, the boy's Fredbear plush tells him that the boy's older brother is hiding in his house before the boy is jump scared by him, who is wearing a Foxy mask. After the second night, the boy is abandoned at the pizzeria implied to be Freddy Fazbear's Diner, briefly mentioned in the second game. Yo, this game is scary. Let's go on to number 7. Okay guys, here at number 7 we have Until Dawn. During a party at her lodge on Blackwood Mountain, a cruel prank causes Hannah Washington to run into the woods. Hannah's twin sister Beth finds her, but the two are pursued by a mysterious figure, resulting in them falling off a cliff's edge. No bodies are found by the police, and the sisters declared missing. A year later, Hannah and Beth's old brother, Josh, invites the group for the previous party. Wow, I don't have any more time, so let's go into number 6. Okay, guys, next up on number 6, we have The Evil Within. While investigating the scene of a gruesome mass murder at Beacon Mental Hospital, Crimson City police detect Sebastian. Okay. His partner Joseph Oda and Junior something is abandoned in a building full of monstrous creatures and witness the apparition of a disfigured man in a white hood. Okay, trapped in a nightmare world, Sebastian encounters one of Beacon's doctors, and yeah, okay, something about some scary monsters. Let's go into number 5. As coming up at number 5, we have Outlast. Investigating journalist Miles Upshur receives an anonymous email that inhuman experiments are being conducted at Mount Massive Asylum, a private psychiatric hospital owned by the notorious unethical Markoff Corporation. Upon entering, Miles is shocked to discover its halls ransacked and littered with the molted corpses. The staff is informed by a dying officer of Munkoff's private military until that Mount Massive deranged inmates or something like that. Let's get into number 4. Okay, that was Outlast. You know, we gotta bring Outlast too. Basically, it's this guy named Blake who is crucified and his wife is missing. Blake makes his way to a nearby town called the Temple Gate, where he learns that the town has sacrificed all their children in the name of God, which is straight up crazy. You need to stop. Okay, basically, Lynn and Blake basically get separated, and these people tell Lynn that she is pregnant with the Antichrist. They escape the chapel, but Lynn falters. Yo, I don't have that much time. Please. Number 3. Okay, coming in at number 3, we have Resident Evil 3 Remake. Raccoon City is thrown into chaos by a zombie apocalypse caused by an outbreak of the T-virus that was created at a farm. Okay, I can't say that word. I'm sorry. Company Umbrella Corporations. On September 28, 1998, former Special Tactics and Rescue Service called the STARS member Jill Valentine is attacked in her apartment by an Umbrella-created intelligent bioweapon known as Nemesis T-Type. Yeah. And then number 2, we have Slenderman the 8 Pages. I'm gonna do this one. I am gonna do this one. Basically, here's the real deal. They throw you in they basically throw you in the woods with a first person perspective. You gotta collect these stupid 8 pages, or Slenderman is going to use his TV tactics to try to lurk at you. He can teleport. He got them little octopus, whatever they call. Yeah, you hit a flashlight, bro. You get them dumb batteries that don't even work. You get them fake trees put in a simulation. Number 1. Coming in number 1, we have Dead by Daylight. The entity, a supernatural being hailing from the ancient blood web, is awakened from its slumber, summoned by actions of great violence and malice. The killers is mostly serial killers, murderers, oh my god! Terrible tragedies are pulled out of reality by it, convinced or forced to do its bidding. In order to maintain its existence, the entity requires sacrifices and demands that they hunt and kill survivors so it can feed off their hope and steal a piece of their souls upon death. In order to continue this hunt, the entity blocks off the gateway of death and puts the dead into a dreamlike state that leads the survivors back to the entity world to get hunted. The survivors are pulled into the entity construction's world when they want to okay, yeah, disappearing from the real world without a trace. They end up at a lonely campfire where they rest in between trials until a killer pursues them again. Each trial takes place in a series of realms constructed by the entity of areas from where the killers was taken. The survivor's only hope of escape is to complete a series of generators. And, basically just win the game from killers. That's the video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and bye.